Yes, so those of you new to my channel, you have to understand, you're going to read things about ancient cataclysms. You're going to read historical. My whole channel is dedicated to showing that we live in a simulation by study of the historical record. I wanted to come from a different vantage point. There's too many physicists, there's too many scientists that are all talking about simulation theory. There's too many content creators that are now all talking about simulation theory. From the very beginning of my channel, I wanted to approach the topic from a very different perspective, using the historical record, which is supported by worldwide chronological systems and the study of timekeeping systems and calendars to show that we live in a simulated context. This is the whole idea of archaics. So you're going to see in my videos, I'm always talking about history. I'm always talking about things that happened in ancient times. But when we get down to the real meat and potatoes, there's a tater in them onions. There's something in there. You like that, don't you?
They love that.
Oh, there's a tater in the onions.
It's going to go off here in the chat.
Oh, are they? Yeah. Listen, for real, when we really get down to the core material, we're discussing things that are far more advanced than I'm really capable of conveying, because we've moved into a realm where it becomes necessary that we have to create our own vocabulary. And to an extent we have. We've come up with errant to describe who we are, because we're not members of the collective. We don't fall for that bullcrap. We get offended. We vibrate at a totally different frequency when we come into contact with media saturation. Mainstream media, if it doesn't sicken you, if it doesn't get your blood pressure up, and when you're listening to that, you're not an errant. I promise you, you're not. Because that means that you are vibrating on that frequency, and that's a problem. That's a real problem.
They need to make a meme with that Chinese spy balloon and put, there's the tater and the onions.
Yeah, there's a tater in them onions. Yeah, so we've had to come up with, simulacrum is not a new word. It's from the old dictionaries, but simulacrum, however you want to say it, But we've had to use older words in newer contexts to describe the phoenix, basically not the phoenix, but the archaics model of our reality. We've had to invent words. I get that. So we've had to borrow technical terms from other genres too, because they fit, like isometric projection, which is an architectural term, but it fits perfectly with the palindromic nature and the reflective hologram that we live in historical events. So, yeah, we've had to do a lot of that. But yeah, everything is coding. Grammar, language, linguistics, everything is coded. Like I said earlier, DNA. There are no exceptions. The more we study the world of physical phenomena around us, the more we find coding protocols. Everything is to some degree programmed. And because of that, it's all structured. And all structure implies is construct. So that's what my presentation was about, guys. I hope I didn't disappoint.